We conclude this tutorial with a look into some downstream applications that are enabled by the presented table extraction and table understanding techniques. We cite one or two papers as illustrative examples of each application. By no means claim to cover all of the interesting work that has been done before. A very common set of applications for tables, as for text, is search and QA, which requires parsing a given question and identifying relevant information present within tables in response. The first example is finding entire tables in response to a query, a task commonly encountered on the web. The cited paper explains how a high-quality table corpus, including relevant semantic annotation, was constructed from HTML tables found on the web and applied to the task of table search. The second example is that of cell search, finding cells that comprise the answer to a query. The cited paper frames this task as a joint entity and relation matching problem, generating and ranking candidate answers using relation chains constructed from the raw tables. The third example is that of question answering based on a specific table, where the answer may not appear in just a single cell. See, for instance, the third question in the example shown on the slide. The cited paper pairs a newly proposed parsing algorithm with some strong typing constraints to match the natural language question to the relevant portions of a graph representation of the table. Those are just three examples for table search and QA. Many papers have addressed different combinations across the listed dimensions, including the question type, the number of tables considered, and the output format, the latter ranging from table elements to natural language answers to logical expressions, such as a SQL query. For all applications, it is important to consider the data sets used, and we mention two of them here, in addition to those previously referenced in this tutorial. Pasupat et al., referred to a couple of slides ago, also created a data set called Wiki Table Questions, consisting of question-answer pairs generated by crowdsource workers using HTML tables sourced from Wikipedia. Another useful data set is WikiSQL, a corpus of hand-annotated instances of natural language questions, SQL queries, and structured tables extracted from HTML tables, also sourced from Wikipedia. In order to access the information present in tables, they may be transformed into a knowledge base with a structured schema. The cited paper maps the semi-structured and unstructured tables found in SEC financial documents in both XML and HTML format into a coherent financial knowledge base, which can in turn be searched and queried. A related application is knowledge base extension, leveraging external tabular data to extend information in an existing knowledge base, often for entities. For example, the cited paper tries to link the header and body cells of a table to a known knowledge base schema, and then goes further to also identify novel entities not yet present in the knowledge base. Another similar application is table extension, which adds new columns to a local table and fills them in with information found from external tabular data sources. The cited paper demonstrates this with tables containing entity information through a process of searching, joining, and consolidation. The applications may also be a little more focused or domain-specific. One example is scientific leaderboard construction, with the cited paper presenting a model to automatically identify tasks, data sets, and evaluation metrics, and to extract the corresponding best numeric scores from experimental scientific papers. Another example is biological information extraction. For instance, quantitative trait locus, QTL information, which is about genomic regions that correspond with phenotypes, is mostly published in tables rather than in the main texts of articles, and is therefore hard to extract from publications as they are released. The cited paper addresses a tool that extracts and semantically annotates QTL information from tables of scientific articles. And the last application example is that of single table fact verification, which asks, given a table and a statement, is the statement correct? And which regions of the table are relevant for supporting or refuting the statement? This will be an upcoming task at SemiVal next year, and we encourage anyone interested to try their hand at participation. We would like to leave you with some takeaways from this tutorial. First, we have presented a rich history of methods spanning decades of work in table extraction and table understanding. Although we have created a conceptual separation between table extraction and understanding, which we believe helps both comprehension and reuse, there are also approaches that do not follow the separation, but instead create a single end-to-end solution, usually for a specific use case. Second, we have made the case that tables from different domains can vary greatly. and that general approaches must be able to handle diversity in table type, style, and content. Third, we have emphasized the need to incorporate both semantic and visual features for improving table extraction and understanding. And finally, we call on the community to focus on standardizing tasks, metrics, and data sets for this important area of research. We all hope one day to be able to automatically handle tables of any degree of structural and semantic complexity. On behalf of the whole team at IBM Research, we hope you have enjoyed our tutorial, and thank you for your time and attention.